Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played in the car. Today's episode is number 1410. The category is the game show, and today we have a game show about game shows, and each answer will be a game show from the 60s all the way to modern day game shows. We have 20 questions and a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of this episode. If you need to stick around for that, let's get started with today's game show and question number 1. Its original run from 1976 to 1985 aired on ABC with Richard Dawson as the host. What is this popular game show hosted since 2010 by Steve Harvey, where two teams of related people compete to name the most popular answers to survey questions? Whew, that's a mouthful. Steve Harvey and Richard Dawson were hosts of Family Feud. Question number 2. Each show presented a competition of amateur performers of often dubious talent with a panel of 3 celebrity judges. What is this show that, if any judge considered an act to be particularly bad, they could force it to stop by playing the title instrument? If you got out there and just started singing a terrible song, the judge would pick it up and bang that gong. The answer is The Gong Show. Question number 3. 2 teams, each composed of a celebrity and a contestant, attempt to convey mystery words to each other using only single-word clues in order to win cash prizes. What is this show that originally aired in 1961 and was hosted by Alan Ludden? The answer is Password. Question number 4. One of Merv Griffin's most successful shows. What is the name of the game show where contestants solve word puzzles with some help from Vanna White, similar to those in Hangman, to win cash and prizes that are determined by spinning a giant carnival circle? This giant carnival circle is also known as a Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is the answer. Question number 5, originally airing in 1963 and hosted by Monty Hall for almost 30 years. What is this show where members of the studio audience are offered something of value and given a choice whether to keep it or exchange it for a different item, hopefully avoiding a zonk? A zonk could be anything from an open box to a live llama. The answer is Let's Make a Deal. Question number 6. The board for this game show is a 3x3 vertical stack of open-faced cubes, each occupied by a celebrity seated at a desk. What is this show where the stars are asked questions by the host and the contestants judge the truth of their answers to gain boxes in the right pattern to win? The answer is Hollywood Squares. Question number 7. The program premiered September 4th, 1972 on CBS. Bob Barker was the series' longest-running host from its debut until his retirement in June of 2007. What is this show that selects members of the audience to come on down? Come on down is the famous line from The Price is Right. Question number 8. On this show, originally airing in black and white in 1965, a bachelorette would question 3 bachelors who were hidden from her view. What is this show where at the end of the questioning period, she would choose one to accompany her on a night out with expenses paid by the show? They called this simple show the dating game. And question 9, the natural pairing with the dating game. These shows would often air back-to-back in syndication. What is this show where couples, well past the dating phase, compete against each other in a series of revealing question rounds to determine how much the spouses know about each other? And on this version, a lot of the questions dealt with making whoopee. The answer is the Newlywed Game. Question number 10, this show picks up random fares, and after they state their destination, they are met with fanfare and lights inside the vehicle. What is this show hosted by Ben Bailey, who asks trivia questions to the passengers en route to their destination? Ben Bailey was the popular host with the cool name from Cash Cab. Cash Cab is the answer. Question number 11. The show featured 3 teams of 2 contestants who competed in a timed race through a grocery store to collect as many groceries as possible. What was the name of this game where the team with the highest total value of groceries at the end of the race won the game? There were a lot of different rounds and a lot of different variations of this game, but it was called Supermarket Sweep. Question number 12. Reversing the traditional question and answer format of many quiz shows, on what show do contestants receive general knowledge clues in the form of answers, and they must identify the person, place, thing, or idea that the clue describes, phrasing each response in the form of a question? The best of all the trivia shows, the answer is Jeopardy! Question number 13. The original American version premiered on ABC on August 16, 1999 as part of a 2-week daily special event hosted by Regis Philbin. What is this trivia show that was so popular it went from a 2-week special to now over 400 episodes? I believe it was also the first show to ever have a 7-figure cash prize. The answer is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 14. In this game, a contestant chooses one briefcase from a selection of 26. Each briefcase contains a cash value from 1 penny to $1 million. What is this popular game show where players are periodically being presented with a proposal from the banker to take a cash amount to quit the game? The banker offers them a cash amount and says, deal or no deal? That's the answer. Question number 15. Nickelodeon's first game show. What is this popular show where 2 teams of kids compete to win cash and prizes by answering trivia questions and completing messy stunts called physical challenges? This show you had a choice of one or the other, and it was Double Dare. Double Dare is the name of that show. Question number 16. Originally created by orchestra conductor Harry Salter, this game show features contestants competing to correctly identify songs being played by an on-stage orchestra or band. In all versions of what show do players try to figure out a song with very few notes? The answer is Name That Tune. Question number 17. On this game show, which first aired in 1983, there were 2 rounds. In the first, players answered questions. What is this show where the second round they faced a big game board where they tried to have a rotating, flashing light stop on a dollar or prize square and not on a whammy square? You did not want to get a whammy, no whammy, no whammy on Press Your Luck. Question number 18, hosted by Jeff Foxworthy. What is the name of the trivia game show played by a single contestant who attempts to answer 10 questions plus a final bonus question where all the content is taken from elementary school textbooks? It's usually played by a single contestant, but there are episodes where they have two contestants in the spot. The answer is, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
If Bryce walked due south from Billings, Montana, what would be the first U.S. state he'd pass into? You ever been to Montana, Riley?
No, I have not.
Eric, you ever been to Montana?
I actually have.
Really?
Yeah. I actually believe we went north through Nebraska and got our way up there, and then I believe we went south through Wyoming and went to Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah.
You wanna go for it? You want to?
Let's do it.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Would you like to see the map?
Not really, but...
Not really. You have $100,000!
Oh my God.
Question number 19. Billed as the ultimate job interview, 7 of what reality game show seasons featured aspiring but otherwise unknown business people who would vie for the show's prize, a 1-year, $250,000 starting contract to promote one of Donald Trump's properties? We're looking for the name of that game show. The answer is The Apprentice. And question 20. What is the name of the game show that broke 44 Guinness World Records during filming, including records for the largest physical cash prize on set, $5 million, the most prize money ever turned down, $1 million, and the largest prize fund awarded for a competitive reality TV show at $10 million? This is a very recent game show. It's called Beast Games on Amazon Prime, hosted by Mr. Beast. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you like this type of trivia. We post new quizzes every single week. Plus, we have over 1,400 episodes of trivia quizzes already on the channel that you can go back and watch. Coming up is question 21. It's a tiebreaker question. Whichever player gets closest to the right answer is going to win the point. Let's jump into that right now. Including the Jeopardy round, the Double Jeopardy round, and Final Jeopardy, how many questions, or in this case answers, are possible in a single game of Jeopardy? The answer is 61, 30 in each of the first two rounds, and then the Final Jeopardy question, the answer is 61. Whichever player got closest to that is going to win the point, and if it was a tie after question 20, whoever got the tiebreaker question just won the whole game. Congratulations, thank you for watching, see you next week.